here with Jeremiah Perez. Jeremiah, you're the head of the gangs. What's your official title? I don't want to mess it up.
Community Outreach Gang Specialist.
All right, so what do you guys do over there?
We deal with the gang problem here in Pueblo, which has been going on for a number of years, like just in any other city. But we noticed the alcohol problem, the drug problem, has really grew the past few years with this.
Now, what's changed a little bit? Because I see that you guys know what's up a little more. I remember the first time I went to a gang task force meeting, and I don't know if you were involved with it, was they were handing out the book The Outsiders. And I'm like thinking in my head, we need to be watching American Me, not reading The Outsiders. What changed that made everybody like kind of more heads up on what's going on?
I think the situations that are going on right now with the gang activity, with the underage drinking, we have a lot more shootings, we have a lot more narcotics use, and a lot of situations like that have made us change the way we look at things.
What's the percentage of do you know what the percentage of say with drive-bys or shootings, how many of them are drunk or on substances?
You know what? Pueblo's a little difficult. It's hard because we don't keep those statistics as accurate as maybe other cities, but we just don't do it.
All right. So what, I mean, you hear about Pueblo, you hear about drive-by shootings. Sometimes you don't hear about it. I mean, how often does stuff like that occur?
It happens in every city. There's shootings just like there is up north in Denver. Is it any less of a problem? No. We have our problems down here that we deal with on a daily basis, whether it's shootings, whether it's underage drinking at school like they were talking about. We just have our own problems that we deal with down here.
How much of the gang problem revolves around underage drinking and drugging?
I'm sure every gang member drinks alcohol, smokes weed, everything like that.
And it somewhat revolves around the drugging too, right?
Right. It's one way. The drugs, they make money doing it. The alcohol, it makes them feel invisible.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Jeremiah, I got the pre-survey that we got over here. I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. Some of the questions on here. Do you know anyone under the illegal age that consumes alcohol? You put yes.
Yes, I do.
I'm not going to ask you who. All right. Can parents be fined for allowing underage drinking?
Yes, they can.
What do you think about the whole, better they drink in my house than be out partying and drinking?
There is no safe way to do this with underage drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm against it. My parents were against it, and maybe that's my morals.
All right. I won't hit you up with the rest of them because I don't want to put you on the spot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Joe Dingman, right? Okay, Joe, you're part of Teen Council. Tell us a little bit about what went on in there.
Well, tonight we wanted to promote awareness in our community about underage drinking. We wanted to promote awareness that adults are oftentimes the ones supplying teens with the means to drink illegally, and oftentimes with repercussions that are unimaginable, like teenage pregnancies and DUIs, as well as even automobile accidents that result in death.
Okay, Joe, I know that the first time when we approached you guys about Take It Back, you were one of the first ones to jump up and say, hey, yeah, there's all kinds of issues. Do you take, what does everybody that you go to school with say about what you guys are doing?
Well, the problem is that so many people think that underage drinking is a rite of passage. They think that it's so built in to our fiber in society that the law should not be respected. And the difficulty is, you know as well as I do, that the law should always be respected. There's a reason the laws are there. They're there to protect people. They're there to protect us from ourselves, to protect us from others. That's the role of government and society. It's to protect people. That's why there's these laws. Now, I would imagine, as I'm sure you would, that in the coming years, there is going to be a much more consciences because of programs like this. That's really going to make our community a lot safer, not only for people on the road, but for teenagers, for parents to raise their kids in. So I think we're going to be a better community as a result of this.
Okay, Joe, has alcohol affected your life personally as far as friends or family goes?
I'm fortunate to the degree that I've never lost anybody close to me, either in my family or with my friends, due to the results and effects of alcohol. But there are thousands who cannot say that. There are people at my own school, at South High School, that cannot say that. I'm fortunate enough to a great degree to have been sheltered from these effects. But that doesn't mean that I don't know what's happening. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. And it certainly does mean that we need to do something about it.
That right there is why I wanted to go grab Joe for an interview, because I knew he would do a good job and I knew he's speaking from his heart. Thank you very much, Joe.
Alcohol is a drug. So we need to teach our children this. And we need to empower each other. We need to motivate each other to fight indifference, to combat apathy, and to win over the untold populations that have yet to experience alcohol. So, ladies and gentlemen, I leave that with you.